Chapter 4. The Promise Under the Stars. Today is Three Kings Day's Eve, said Mama from the front seat as the car approached Titi Juanita's house. The three wise men? Asked Leah, excited. Yes, Melchor, Gaspar, and Baltasar, Abuela answered with a smile. Every year in Puerto Rico, we celebrate that tradition joyfully. But here the kings arrive on horses, said Abuelo, adjusting his hat. Oh, so no camels? Asked Papa, curious. No, camels are from the desert. Here, the three kings are more Caribbean, said Abuelo, winking. On January 6th, we celebrate Three Kings Day. There are parades all over Puerto Rico, and during the celebrations in Juana Díaz, they also come riding on horses, filling the streets with music and joy. I looked out the window at the mountain view. It looked like something out of a storybook, the kind that makes you smile without knowing why. I imagined the three kings riding their horses through the mountains, eating bacalaitos, happy under the island sun. They're here! Shouted my primos Juan and Manuela from the balcony. The food was already on the table: white rice, avocado, tostones, and a big pot of asopao. Our favorite! We said excitedly, and everyone laughed. The sun was setting, and the coquis were starting to sing. Papa came in holding shoeboxes. Time to get some grass for the horses, he said, smiling. We ran to the yard with our primos, Juan and Manuela. Put a lot of grass, they're probably hungry, said my primo Juan. And some water too, they must be thirsty, added my prima Manuela. When I was little, I also picked grass for the horses and left it under the bed as a thank you, said Abuela, watching us happily. It was almost time to return to the Abuelo's house, but we didn't want to stop playing. We grabbed some instruments with our primos and started singing. Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino. We laughed and moved our feet like we were in a real parranda. Tío Ángel took pictures. This one is going down in history, he said, so happy. In the past, there were no phones to hold on to moments like this. Mama smiled while getting us ready for another photo. Thanks, Ángel. These are the memories I want the girls to hold on to forever, so they'll never forget their Christmas in Puerto Rico. We took our little grass boxes to Abuela's house when we said goodbye. Leah and I put them under the bed. Abuelo gave us hot chocolate and invited us to the patio with Abuela. Look closely, Abuelo said, pointing at the sky. See those three stars in Orion's belt? Here in Puerto Rico, we call them the stars of the three kings. They remind us of their journey to Bethlehem when they joyfully brought gifts to baby Jesus. Since then, they return every year to visit children and bring presents. Leah stared at the sky with her eyes wide open. I could almost see the three kings riding their horses under the starry sky. The coquis sang softly, as if they were listening too. Promise me you'll always keep these traditions alive, said Abuela, hugging us tight. We promise, Leah and I said, closing our eyes and making a wish to the three kings that night. The air was getting cool, so we went to bed thinking of the three kings' visit to Abuela and Abuelo's house. The next morning, on Three Kings Day, Leah's joyful shouts woke me up. Under the bed, we found sweets, a little toy tea set, and a new book. The boxes were empty and the bucket was empty. Look, Leah, there's no grass left. They ate it all. I'm sure the kings and their horses are very happy. They must be so happy, said Leah, jumping with joy. Abuela appeared at the door. Her eyes were shining with excitement as the warm sunlight came through the window. The kings always arrive when there is faith, love, and gratitude, said Abuela. They promise to keep our traditions alive and remind us that even when we're far away, we stay connected. That is the true spirit of the three kings. Leah and I smiled at each other and hugged her tightly. As I looked at my family, I realized something very beautiful. Our Christmas is lived with music, love, and family, and that joy always begins at home. Discover Puerto Rico presents Mi Casa, Mi Navidad. Written by Nana and Nina. Illustrated by Waldemar Lozada. Narrated by Janid Ortiz. Music by Angel Cuco Peña. Recording, sound, and mixing by Antonio Fornaris and Jan Michael Rivera.